Hey, how are you? It's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are making some more Halloween ephemera. And we're going to make these absolutely adorable cupcake baking liner little clusters. This is my second video in my Halloween ephemera series this year. So what you're going to need are some baking cups, some Halloween theme. You can check Dollar Tree. I got this pack from Walmart for a couple dollars. And then Walmart also had some sets with two different colors that were 98 cents or something. You're going to need some cardstock or some backing paper. I'm using eyelash yarn here, or you could also use cheesecloth, and you're going to need a focal point like a button, sticker, people. I used some tarot cards and cut or use my punch to punch out an image from that. I'm also going to use some Eileen's Tacky Glue, some Distress ink, and a glue stick. I'm also going to sew these, which is obviously optional. And yeah, so let's get to work with these. So get your cupcake liners picked out, which ones you want to use. I love this little set because there's so many different choices. And they're absolutely adorable. This project is fun too. If you don't have a lot of Halloween paper, you can pick these up for a little bit cheaper to kind of add some of that Halloween flair to your things. So I'm going to flatten that baking liner completely out, hit it with the glue stick all the way around, and smooth it out on a piece of, like I said, either cardstock, or I'm using a cut-off piece of file folder here. And I'm going to try to fit as many as I can on each piece. And yeah, just smooth it out. Let those dry. There's a lot of different tutorials about using cupcake or baking liners and making rosettes and clusters. Let me tell you, I tried making a rosette with these, and I'm not built for that. I'm not necessarily, I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I just, yeah, I can't get it right, and it's so tedious. So next, I'm going to cut out the cupcake liners and just go around them, cut off as much as you can. If you can see a little bit of the paper underneath, don't worry about it too much, because if you hit it with that distress ink, you won't be able to see it. So next is the fun part, the glue part. So I'm going to take about 2 feet of this eyelash yarn, and I'm going to loop it around my fingers and kind of make a little nest out of it. You'll see me do that right here. I'm going to loop it around, stick it in the middle, and try to make sure that's what I want. Next, you're going to take your wet glue and do a bunch of circles around where that nest of yarn sits, and then push it down into it. If you need to add a little bit of extra glue, go ahead and do that now and kind of push it down. Just make sure there's not a lot of loose parts to it. So I go back in, like you see, a couple times with that. So next, get your focal point. If you're using a sticker, make sure you add plenty of extra glue to it and put it down in the middle and really press down and hold it. Next, what I do with these is I will stick them underneath something heavy and let them completely dry. That way you know your focal point is pushed down into that yarn and dries completely to it, because when I just left it sitting there, they kept lifting up because of that yarn. You know what I mean? So if you have something heavy sitting on them, it should really hold that glue down. So I'm just making another one with this sparkly black eyelash yarn. I think both of those on Amazon. They were a little expensive, so if you can find those in the store, I would definitely check on the store. I wanted to use cheesecloth for a couple of these, and you know, I must keep that in a super safe place, because every time I want it, I can never find it. But then of course, when I don't need it, it turns up, and I'm like, I'm going to put it in this spot here. This is a safe spot, and yeah, I can't find it again. So I actually go and take a zigzag stitch around the edge, like about a quarter of an inch in, all the way around, and then I'm going to hit it with the distress ink, and that kind of takes away a little bit of, you know, the bottom if you can see it. And that's it. These are so cute. I hope you liked the video. Check out the other 2 videos for making some Halloween ephemera projects, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!